What's up, everybody? It's Maisha Edmond, licensed cosmetologist in the state of New York, also a certified trichologist and your most favorite trichology business coach and strategist. And today I am highlighting Trichology CEOs who have a plethora of offerings, years and years of training. And I thought that I would pick out some of my newest and most successful trichologists that are really willing to share their journey at this moment in time. This particular trichologist has been doing trichology for about anywhere between 10 and 12 years, and she has a really unique approach as it relates to who she serves and how she serves. She has some really nice goodies for you as well. And those things will be available during our live. And so I want Trichology 911 audience to welcome Miss Nathalie Salazaar. All right, Nat, what's good, girl?
Hey guys, how are you? As Maisha stated, I am Nathalie Salazaar, owner of Chateau Bella's House of Beauty, Hair Flow Pro, which is a internal hair care line, and our newest addition is the Holistic Flow Center. Thank you for having me, Maisha, and sharing your wisdom and having me share my wisdom on your platform. I don't take it for granted. I don't take it lightly. I truly appreciate this. And yeah, let's rock with it.
I mean, let's go. So I really just tried to curate some like power questions that you can like answer and just kind of give people a glimpse into who Nathalie is, what she offers, what can they expect from your business, all those things. And so I'm excited. So the first thing I want to say, I feel like I haven't done enough. We are live on Maisha Edmond. We are live on Trichology 911, and we are also live on YouTube. Also, Nathalie has shared her live, so her audience is coming in. Just want to let you know some little things. Nathalie is a one-on-one mentorship client, and she is doing absolutely amazing. Just the people that she's able to reach is bananas. And so I want to start with this question just to kind of get you to let us know who you are, where you come from. Tell us about the moment that you knew that you were meant to solve hair loss. Also, it's a loaded question. The moment you knew that you were meant to solve hair loss, um, and what made that personal for you? What made that a thing that you were like committed to doing?
Okay. I would say, not to make a long story short and very condensed it. Used to be a stylist for I think grew up in the industry in cosmetology. I was that kitchen beautician. No shade to anyone that's still performing services in their kitchen. However, you know, growing up was taught to say, hey, oils, the more that your hair was dirty, that it would grow. And I am guilty as charged. Arrest me. I was that stylist is like, girl, put the oils, put the magic potions, and let's pray that your hair would come back. So just a isolated incident. Had a client who had a tiny little spot. I was bonding back then. No shade to anybody that's still bonding. And I put that cap on, and I said, I'll see you in 3. I'll put extra oils in the spot, rub it, and praying that it would come back. I said, I'll see you in 3 weeks for your next install. By the time you come back, your hair is going to grow. Oh, lo and behold, she comes back in 3 weeks. That little tiny spot end up this big, the size of my face, this big. I'm praying, I'm sweating, shaking in my Crocs. Armpits are like totally in disbelief, not understanding what's happening. I immediately paused, went on the computer, how to grow hair in 5 minutes, how to grow hair. And simply, this was back in 2015. The word trichology popped on the screen. And what is that? Do we even understand? Do we even learn that in cosmetology school? It wasn't in my books. It wasn't in my what I could remember. So long story short, had to let her know that this is beyond my scope of practice. I can't service you. And that moment there kind of made me have to make a decision. Where am I going to be on the, helping end, or the end that's like, listen, let me send you off for another stylist who's probably not as educated, and it'll be a revolving door cycle. I couldn't help her then. So that made me have to reevaluate my situation. Flew to DC, took a 3-day training on basically, right, what is this trichology situation? How can I be a help? I flew back home to Miami as if I found Jesus for the first time. I threw away all of the pump it up, all of the glue, all of the spritz, and all of the things that I felt contribute to, you know, expanding that hair loss. And my journey began right then and there, advocating, going to stylists, and the education never stops. We know that, Maisha, you can contest to it. We are continuing learning, cutting edge science, biology, all of this stuff helps with what we do. So I would say my journey started 2015-ish, 16, and I just never looked back from there. The reward and the benefits that I've received, no shade to the stylist or the kitchen stylist, but that's what kind of started my journey.
Wow. So that's pretty pivotal, because you think about not really having the language or the answers for certain issues, making the issue almost worse, or coming in at a point where it was about to turn for the worse, and then being almost catapulted into this
Sure.
education and the stratosphere of science and beauty and what looks right and what it is. And you just think about, as long as you've been a trichologist, the many iterations of trichology that you presented. Like at first it was like, I don't use this, and it's topical, and it's this and that. And then it like becomes more internal. And then it's like, I help these people, but maybe I don't help these kind of people. Let me ask you something. Give me a myth buster. What is the biggest lie women believe about hair loss that keeps them stuck?
One of our favorites, Maisha, we joke about this. I know meeting you back in 2016, 15-ish, we joke about this all the time. And God picks me as one of his favorites, and he gives me the best cases,
Okay.
case scenarios, where here it is. I don't have to wash my hair in 6-7 months, maybe possibly a year, because the dirtier my hair is, the more it would grow, the less that I leave it alone. My hair is, so, it wants to be left alone. So I'm not going to wash it. And I'm
So
going to
how did you like shift clients thinking from thinking like they are plants, like dirt makes their hair grow, and what did you do? Because I was just telling somebody, I said, if you ever want to find somebody that does not wash their hair in 6 months to a year, go to Nathalie and stand there. She is going to attract anybody that believes that it's whatever. So how did you break clients from that belief?
Honestly, meeting them where they are, showing them a healthier, better way. And when I say meet them where they are, I'm going to show you better than, I can tell you. So debunking a lot of the myths that got them here in the first place, because they got to my chair because they're seeking help. Not only that, they may feel like it's dry scalp, but I'm showing you, hey, it's a gut issue. It's a internal piece. So winging them in and talking that language, still meeting them where they are, not forcing it down their throat, but showing them a better way. So less talking and more showing. And once they feel better, once they're, they start to get on the bandwagon, and then they disciple and tell others like, hey, maybe we should start washing our hair more often. Maybe we should start detoxing more often. Maybe
And
we
you know
should.
what? It's so funny because you say that, and we would say that is a no-brainer. Like, you're supposed to wash
Right.
your hair. Like if you grew up in salon culture, you went to
Right.
the stylist every other week or every week. Or if you couldn't, when you was if it was a special occasion, you went, but you knew that you had to wash your hair. You didn't want your hair to smell funny and all that. So let's do a shift, right? Because you help like the everyday woman, you help those people that
Right.
may, believe in those myths, but then you get this amazing opportunity to begin to um, bring all of that information and all of that wisdom to a more upscale space, right? Wait, and not before you have your own products, your own teas, your own lemonades, your own, like you have those, and like I know that you have boxes and stuff available. You have stuff available right now that people should take advantage of while you're on the live. But you take that journey and you infuse it into an upscale, more posh atmosphere. Walk me through a recent win with somebody who needed that same information and wisdom, but they were more upscale because it's different, right? So
Right.
somebody that came to you with like maybe like a hair loss issue and they left with whatever you gave them. What actually happened? What was it? What was like the timeline and the emotional shift, if you can share that?
Sure, sure, sure. I think my mindset had to also take a shift. And again, being able to pivot, going back to meeting the clients where they are, meeting their needs. Because let's be real, in our culture, in our community, having somebody wash their hair every week, every two, let alone three when they have their installs in, when they have their, I just got my hair done, I just got my braids. Who's going to get that? Who's going to wash every day or let alone once a week at that? So meeting them where they are, creating a environment where it's not so clinically, where you don't feel like, oh my God, I have to go to the doctor and this is for this. So making it lighthearted, making it up posh, upscale, so you're feeling like, hey, I'm coming to an exclusive space, an exclusive experience. Let's be real, people would pay for experience, transformation, versus I have to do this, or
Exactly. And I
right.
love how you have like the head spa and you
Yeah,
have like, I mean, it just feels like you're at a five-star hotel when you go into
yeah,
your space. You got all kind of banana leaves and
got
steam and
it.
scrubbing and just even your non-surgical hair replacement techniques that
Yes.
are like upper echelon, but they're worth it. And it's like, okay, this is really good. So give me like tell us a quick story about someone that you helped like through transformation in an upscale space.
So, and they were intent, like every story shocks me. Every story is a new story, whether it was 10 years from now, 5 years from now, or yesterday as today. The most recent I can say is, I, it's kind of like spoon feeding a baby, dressing it up in the applesauce, the medicine in the applesauce. So we have to approach it the same way. They come, they see the environment. Does it look salami? Yes and no. Does it scream luxury? Yes. So putting the medicine in the applesauce, she comes in, she's experiencing like her mind is, blown. I'm like, okay, winging her into it because I know her needs. It's more than just rubbing this oil, massaging. It's more than that, though. Although those techniques and things do help, but how do I meet her in her needs? She's coming from 7 months of not washing her hair, 7 to 10 years of not showing her hair to her
Wait,
family.
I'm sorry. Is this the luxury client? I want the upscale story.
Oh, you want the
Yeah,
upscale?
give us the transformation from the upscale lady. Let's do
The
that. Okay, so while Natalie's fixing that, um, she really does an amazing job with upscale, like more upscale clients. I don't know what it is. It's like you just think because you have the disposable
I cut off for a
income.
second. Can you back? Can you hear
Yep.
me?
Yeah. I was saying that
I
it
can't hear
seems,
you.
can you can't hear me?
Mm, technology. Oh no, my we were floating. I
I can hear
can't hear
you.
you
I can
anymore.
hear
Give me
you.
1 second. G G G G G. I hope I don't have to get off this.
No.
Mute as the camera.
Okay, so she'll be back. So just looking at you just think that people know things because maybe they have more money or it's a different atmosphere, but the issues are still the same. And so I think like as trichologists, we kind of think that um hair loss is like, oh, is I just didn't know, I couldn't, I don't know, I didn't know about it, maybe I couldn't afford certain services or whatever it is, and it's not necessarily that. Okay, let me add Nathalie back.
Sorry, back.
All
Yep.
right, so now she's gonna tell us about the luxury client and how she walked them through that transformation.
Very simple. She know what she needed. She didn't know what she needed. She came to seek for help. I had the answers. I know what she needed. She didn't want to negotiate her beauty. She didn't want to negotiate the beauty part of having to restore her where she need. So curated a customized experience for her, meaning that, hey, let me meet you where you are. You want the long, flowy, beautiful hair. This is what it's gonna cost. And it was a no-brainer for her. She understood.
Wait, so that's crazy. So you said she didn't want to negotiate. And I think that a lot of trichologists need to hear this. Hey, Marquita, I think that trichologists need to hear this too, that there are clients out there for you that are not trying to beat you in the head for $2, right? So Nathalie is servicing these women that are like, I want the nutrition, I want the wellness, I want the internal work, but then I also want the beauty. I want the non-surgical hair replacement, but I'm used to a level of service. Can you still give me that and still be able to provide science? And she was able to do it. And so with that, like, did that bring in for you like more people like this client?
Oh yes, because again, just like her, she turns into a disciple and like, okay, I don't have to negotiate going to the gym. I don't have to negotiate all of Pilates. I don't have to sacrifice the things that I'm already doing and I still could look. Because number one, let's be real, women, beauty comes first, internal is like whatever. So
Yeah.
um, being able to curate a customized experience and service to where she gets the best of both worlds, it was a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. And it's out there, ladies. We just have to put it out there. The women need us. They want us. We just have to create that space for them to pretty much welcome them, I would say.
So let me ask you this. What's an authority moment? What's something that you do or that you know that most people in the field of trichology don't? Like what is something, what is your unique angle?
Knowing what I always put the clients first. You know how customers like customers are always right. Some cases, yeah, but we understand that standing my ground, my authority, my presence, my price, my understanding that going to not only schools, seminars, webinars, these things, let's be real, cost us in the industry, knowing just being in the know. That's the best way I could put it. Just knowing and standing your ground, not letting the client tell you what they need and you know what they need. Be empathetic, be sympathetic, but however, stand your ground. Don't bend the knee or bend to what they, an example. Don't, hey, I know this oil grew my mama hair, grew my auntie hair, and it grew my cousin hair, but it may not be your case. So knowing
Yeah.
what you know and stand in that and don't
Which
waver. Mhm.
sorry, which is interesting because that brings us to like the investment piece. And
Yeah.
that is, you think about it, and let's talk real numbers. Like when you think about like what does it actually cost someone to keep living with the problem, right? Versus investing in your solution. You know what I'm saying? Like they would be able to, get a treatment from you, right? They get this treatment and then they don't follow through, or they hear about the treatment, they hear a price, something like, let's say like you have this really fabulous service that costs $350, right? And I
Right.
like to I like to pull that one out. It's
Okay.
350, but it is absolutely amazing. It not only makes them feel good, they sleeping in the chair and they doing all the things, they laid back in the head spot, right? But then it's
Right.
also taking care of balancing the pH of the scalp, and they get in the bioscan, they're doing all these things, right? It's only 350. So I just want to ask you, what is when we talk about real numbers, what does it actually cost for someone to keep living with the problem as opposed to investing in your solution? Like break down like a one-time solution for you versus a year-long problem for somebody else, for the person.
Very simple. I just ran into a case where, temporal hormonal imbalance, alopecia, traction alopecia, and dropped a curated, a customized program for her. I'm like, it's gonna be 350 a session or 4,200 for 12 for what she needs. And I just had to simply ask her. She was like, yeesh, all of this just to grow my edges. And I'm like, you tell me, what did it feel like not being able to show your hair for 10 years, not being able to date, not being able to rub your, rub your fingers through your scalp, having your colleagues ask you, do you even have hair? So explaining to them their stressors, what gives them anxiety, painting the picture overall. And I rebuttal the question back to them. What is that? What does that cost you? What is that to accept? Being able to wake up day in and day out and not look at yourself in the mirror and feel beautiful. What does that
You know
cost
what?
you?
That is so good, Natalie, because it's almost like I understand like money is money, but you can't really put
Right.
a price on the confidence and the transformation that
For
you
sure.
are walking the clients through. So it's kind of like what I do for like fellow trichologists, right? It's like, okay, yeah, it's this price, but you not investing this price is more expensive to you
Sure.
than I'm saying, you just doing it and getting that transformation. So that's really good. Now I know you're only taking about, was it 3 or 4 clients left for this month?
Yes.
Why is there a limit, and who is your perfect fit?
My perfect fit is the girlie who says, I don't know what to do. I have this itchy dry scalp issue. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. I don't, the oils isn't working. The shampoo isn't working. What do I do? That's my perfect fit. And that first part of the question, can you reiterate it, Mine?
Oh yeah, sure. What I was saying was, um, why is there a limit on who you're going to be serving for the rest of the month? Why are you only taking 3 or 4 clients for the rest of the month? Why do you have the limit?
Mm-hmm.
Because I know that you think about your perfect avatar, right? And what they need. Why do you limit it? Why don't you just take whoever and whatever and they just come in and they get whatever? And like, so why do you put a limit on how many people you service in a month?
And honestly, it's because I want to give it my all. I am
Wow.
a expert. I am a specialist. I take what I do very serious. I mean, standing on business and don't crawl on it. I'm not crawling on it. I'm standing on it. So I want to give you the best part of me. And in order for me to do that, I don't consider it being a chop shop. So this is why we create a luxury experience. So you know that I have the time for you, and it's everything is curated from shampoo to internal hair care that you're leaving with. So we make our products on the spot. We make our masses on the spot. It's not cookie cutter. Whether you bring your sister, your mom, your aunt, I can guarantee you, each and every one of you, through our technology, through the scanning, through the scoping, and everything that we do, you won't be leaving with the same customized experience that your neighbor may experience. So that does take expertise. It does take time, and it does take, a certain level of, coup.
Absolutely. And I feel like when everyone else has failed in that area of where
Yeah.
you're able to bring in science and knowledge and technology and a level of exclusivity, where everyone or most people have failed in that area, Nathalie is who you call, because at the end of the day, you could do things and feel like, oh, I gotta go to my trichologist, or oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And Nathalie makes you feel like you want to. I'm telling you, it's like she picks the most beautiful of everything and pulls that thing together. I wanted to give you space to talk about your offer. I know you have the thankful boxes, thankful
Yes.
for thickness boxes this month. Yes, and they have some specially curated products inside just for thickness. And I know is holiday season is coming on up. Okay, you're gonna have your family in there. Some people don't get along. And you're gonna be stressed out. And when you stressed out, your hair starts shedding. But what Nathalie has done, she went through her inventory of products that she stands on and has been for over 10 years. And she has put together the perfect combination for your thankfully thick box. And you can get the box. Let us know how much it is for the one time, how much it is for the subscriptions, and how people can get it right now, because I know you have just a few where people should order right now.
What? Thank you so much, Maisha. This is our newfound baby. I am so excited about this subscription. Let's be real. Everybody wants thick, fuller, long hair. Whether we're gonna apply it, buy it, or grow it out our scalp, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna suggest that you grow it naturally. So our thankfully thickness box was curated on a subscription base, and maybe just a one time if you want to try it. If you want to try it and test it, it's $60. Only $60. If you did wanted to do a subscription, that would render you about $47.97 a month. Just a small price to pay just a small price to pay to get your internal balance and your external shining and growing. So every month we will curate a specialty offer. Every month isn't the same. They don't. So one month we'll focus on balancing your hormones. The next month we'll focus in on growing long, thick, full hair. So very excited about this program, this subscription. Today we are running a one-time special up until midnight, as far as founding members to kick this thing off. So you can find my information in my bio, Instagram at Shoutabellas, and
Okay, I think she it blinked out a little bit. She's going to come right back. So you can get the box one time, $60. It is absolutely amazing. I love the teas, I love the lemonades, all the things. Like, it is absolutely amazing. She thinks of every single thing, which is awesome. So I want you to make sure that you get in on that. Go ahead and reach out to her, Nathalie Salazaar. She is Chateau Bellas on Instagram as well as on Facebook. She has a flow center, which is absolutely amazing as well. And I think she has like so many different services. So don't worry about that. She'll be able to get them to you. And while Nathalie is back, I just want her to do our closing call. Nathalie, someone is suffering with dry, itchy scalp. There is somebody that they feel like, I can't believe that I'm going through this. They love exclusivity, but they feel uncomfortable. They feel uncomfortable about showing their hair loss and scalp issues and different things like that. You have the perfect exclusive space for them. What's their first step in working with you? Give us something clear, concise. What is the next thing that they have to do to get a chance to work with you? And then we're going to get on out of here.
Make it very simple. Book your 15-minute discovery call, and based from there, we'll deep dive on your needs. You get to, meet me in person. I know, meet me over the phone. I'll answer as much as we could get in that 15-minute discovery call, and then we'll put a game plan together. That's
awesome.
The first.
You know what? I want to ask you this real quick, because I want you just to paint a picture, and let's leave on this note. What happens to someone's life or their confidence or their relationships when the problem is finally solved? I want you to paint a picture of transformation for your potential clients that are looking for you right now.
The benefits, the transformation, your smile again, your happiness, I can't put it in I can't put it in words. It's too many words to put it in. Your life back, to be real. Going back on dates, your husband's going to be able to, rub his fingers through your hair. There's so many benefits. Getting your hormones back in balance, your gut back in balance. Like, the list goes on and on. Being able to walk into that boardroom confident and knowing you got all your edges in place. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
So many benefits. Yeah.
So listen, once again, when everyone else has failed in that area, Nathalie is located in Miami, Florida. She also has her boxes, her subscriptions, so she can reach you wherever you are, all around the world, all over the United States. So don't hesitate to reach out to her so that you can get your subscription box. And listen, transformation is on the other end of you reaching out to Nathalie Salazaar. If you are ready to get your hormones, your nutrition, your wellness back into balance, and to do that with a level of luxury, then Nathalie Salazaar is absolutely going to be the perfect fit for you. I'm super excited about this Trichology CEO. We'll come back to you later for another interview. Thank you so much for joining us. Y'all have a great day.
Happy I'm your flowers too, Maisha. Let me close this out by saying thank you for, your wisdom, your knowledge, your friendship, your mentorship. I definitely want to give you your flowers on your platform. I appreciate you. I adore you. You're such an innovator. I look up to you, girl. I truly, I don't take this for granted. I really appreciate you, even for the camaraderie, your mentorship. I know it's every season is different, and I do want to say thank you out loud and give you your flowers. I appreciate you, girlie.
Thank you. I'm a thug, so I will not cry. You're not going to try to get me out here weeping, okay? Because it's not that kind of party. Nah. Right. But y'all look out for Nathalie Salazaar. She got some really big things coming up. Especially in the trichology space. She'll be at a conference soon. She got a few things. Okay. She's also training other stylists and trichologists. She has some things coming up. Just follow her and just get on her radar, because she has a lot of things for you. All right. So we'll talk to you soon. Have a great day today. Happy hair growing.
Thank you so much, guys.